Hi, and welcome to Joy-Filled Simplicity. I'm Dawn, and today we're going to talk about 2 ways that I have been using a timer to actually get stuff done. So the first way is that I actually time the task. Literally, I set the timer and see how long it takes me to do something. For me, laundry was always this bear that piled up and piled up and piled up. And then by the time I actually did get around to it, it truly was hours of folding and putting clothes away. And so I tried this thing where I did like Mondays or laundry day, except Monday would roll around and I might only do 2 of the 5 loads. And then there were 3 loads sitting there and they would pile up for the next week, and you get the idea. So I decided to actually time how long it takes to fold and put away a load of laundry. It doesn't take a lot of time to actually take the clothes to the washer or put the clothes from the washer to the dryer. The only really active time that it takes in the day is folding and putting them away. It took me 7 minutes and change. I have a small house, so maybe add a minute or 2 for your house if it's bigger, but I mean, we're talking about 10 minutes a day. That I can totally handle. I mean, I can actually handle 10 minutes a day, and I can mentally handle doing laundry for 10 minutes a day. That's not a big deal to me. I would so much rather do laundry 10 minutes a day and keep our laundry clean all week long and not have hampers be full and overflowing with laundry by the end of the week. 10 minutes a day, totally worth it. So every day now, no matter how big or small the load of laundry is, I do 1 load of laundry a day, I put it away, no big deal. I did the same thing with dishes because my dishes would pile up. So I timed how long does it actually take me to put away a load of clean dishes out of the dishwasher. It took me 3 minutes. So now I put the dishes away at the beginning of the day. We have an empty dishwasher that we can load all day long with dirty dishes. They don't pile up in the sink. At the end of the day, I run the dishwasher. No matter how stuffed full it is or how not full it is, at the end of the day, we run the dishwasher. The next morning, the dishes are clean. And I've done this with a lot of tasks. Our budget, mopping the floor, vacuuming. I mean, anything that I think, oh, I really don't want to do that, and I put it off and put it off and put it off, I've timed myself. And I've actually faced it head on, and how long does this actually take me? And the vast majority of the time, it takes way less time and way less mental energy than I thought it was going to. To me, it feels like pulling the curtain back on The Wizard of Oz and realizing he's just a shy guy behind a curtain, not that big of a deal. So for me, doing these small tasks every day, like a load of laundry or putting the dishes away or vacuuming, if I just do them for a few minutes every day in little pockets that I have, I can keep the house pretty tidy. But if I wait and I let them accumulate and I put them off and put them off, it tends to get overwhelming to me, and then I don't want to deal with it. So if there are tasks that you're finding yourself kind of not ever wanting to deal with because you think they're going to take a long time or a lot of mental energy, just time yourself and see how long it actually takes. And then when the task rolls around, you'll know, hey, this thing only takes 7 minutes. It's totally worth 7 minutes to keep the laundry done in the house, or whatever your task is. If it's at work, checking emails, or whatever your task is that you feel like, oh, I really don't want to do that, that's going to take forever. Just see how long it actually takes. The second way that I use a timer is that I set the timer for myself. So if a lot of times this happens at the end of the day, I don't want to pick up the toys or put the stuff away on the counter or go through the mail that's been sitting there for a day or 2. I will give myself 5 minutes, and I literally set the timer to 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever the time is, and I say at the end of this time, I'm going to give myself permission to be done. Because here's the way I was thinking about things. If I'm not going to do it the best that it can possibly be done and totally complete the task in one sitting, it's just not even worth doing. But I found myself choosing the it's not even worth doing a lot more than the I'm going to just do it all to the best ever in one sitting. So for me, doing something for 5 or 10 minutes actually makes progress. And a lot of times, like picking up the house at the end of the day or going through the mail, takes way less than 5 or 10 minutes. And so I get the task done in less than my even allotted time. But if it's not done at the end of 5 or 10 minutes, sure, I can keep going if I want to. But if I'm super tired at the end of the day and I just want to be done, hey, when that timer goes off, I'm done. And I made progress. And I feel a lot better about making that progress than I do about not doing it at all. So if you are like me, where a lot of these things are mental and they seem overwhelming, or they seem like I have to do this every single day, and you kind of get aggravated with it, we kind of got to change the way that we're thinking about things. And one of the ways that I have been able to mentally change the way that I'm thinking about things is to see how long they actually take, or give myself a set amount of time and give myself permission to be done with it at the end of that time, knowing that I did make progress. Now, one of the things that is really helpful when we live in a small house is that everything has a place. And so when I go to pick stuff up and put it away, I know exactly where I'm taking it. It's not taking a lot of mental energy to put the stuff away on the counter or pick up the toys at the end of the day. My kids, my husband, a lot of times I'll set that 5-minute timer at the end of the day and we all pitch in and put stuff away, because everybody knows where everything goes. And it rarely takes us 5 minutes to get everything picked up. But if stuff doesn't have a place, it can be a lot more difficult, because maybe other people can't help with it, or maybe you're just sitting there like, oh, I don't really have a place for this planner, so I'm just gonna put it back on my counter, instead of having a place for the planner and mindlessly going and putting it in the drawer on the desk. So if you haven't established a place for things, maybe set the timer for 15 minutes and see if you can start establishing some places where things go, so that when it is time to pick stuff up, or when it's time to sort through the mail or put the clothes away or the dishes away, there are designated places that everything goes. And that way, when you're setting your timer and you're doing the task, you really don't even have to think about it. Kind of think about it once and then be done with it. And you always know the planner goes in the bottom drawer of the desk. All right, guys, well, I hope that helps, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you next time here on Joyful Simplicity.